As you look at kind of the national electoral picture, the national electoral map, several things stick out. The race for control of the U.S. Senate is obviously very, very tight. And that's really what the political chattering class is focused on right now. Are Republicans going to be able to take control of the U.S. Senate? And they're certainly on the cusp of doing so. In a lot of the most competitive races, the vulnerable Democratic incumbents are slightly ahead in the polls, or just about even, which is leading some prognosticators to think that the Republicans are going to come up just short. On the other hand, when you take into account the fact that it's a midterm election year, which generally favors Republicans, the fact that it's the 6th year of a presidential term, which usually favors the party which is not in control of the presidency, the fact that the president's approval ratings are low and the economy is not doing so well, when you take into account those factors, kind of the national environment begins to look very good for Republicans, which is the one bright spot for Democrats in terms of the national election picture really occurs at the state level, because there's an awful lot of Republicans that were elected governor in the Republican sweep of 2010 who are up for re-election this year, especially in the Midwest, but also in the South. And in other parts of the country. And these Republican governors really implemented very conservative policies during their first terms. And as a result, in many cases, they're vulnerable. And Democrats have really done a fantastic job of recruiting for governor's races.